Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. Is this our first? I think this is our first like semi-official or like semi-competitive stream of
This is
like,
our first Rocket League
yeah.
stream of
All right.
the year, yes.
First Rocket League stream of the year. My name is Kbot or Kenneth, whichever you prefer to call me by. I'm joined by Nighthawk.
Hello.
And we're here to bring you OSU's Scarlet second week one match against the University of Waterloo Warriors. So it should be a really exciting one. It looks like we're just getting into it right now. So avoid all introductions. We're just going to hop right on into this one.
Hey, what better way to do it?
What better way to do it indeed. Looks like we've got OSU in the orange and Waterloo in the blue now, as this ball's starting to get on this blue side for the moment. Now getting sent back to the orange side. Ball going in front of the net, and Gibb going to put one away for Waterloo, going up 1-0 early here.
Yeah, already a quick one going over to Waterloo here. All the people in all the right spaces. You see Gorox Go waiting in just the right position. Gibb is there on the rebound. Ohio State caught a little without guard there as this sneaky one slips into their net. Now coming into this match, Ohio State, they are 1-0 so far. It is week one. And their first match against Guelph was a solid 3-0 sweep. Waterloo, on the other hand, is 1-1. They played their second match earlier today, went to a full best of 5. So they're going to be perhaps a little tired, but definitely rearing to go for this one against OSU.
Rearing to go indeed now as they're looking to go on the offensive here for another one. MD22 sending another shot towards that, but Sleppy just going to be able to send that one away for that save. Now ball rolling into the blue corner. Gorox Go going to be able to send this away. Sleppy goes up for it now, and Gorox Go thinking quick now. Over to Meister. Sending this up now to Vortex. Vortex coming down in the corner, sends it on the backboard. Just able to find the shot is Sleppy, and that is going to tie the ball game up.
And basically the first time that Ohio State has been on offense the whole game now, they instantly find a goal. It's a slow one, just slowly bouncing into the net. Nobody able to keep it out, but it makes its way there eventually. 3 minutes, 46 seconds, and we're all equalized here in game.
Really early on, could be the potential for a little bit of a high-scoring game here now between these two teams. Sleppy now looking for this ball, doing a little bit of a trick thing now in the process, showing off here. MD22 going up for this ball.
Great
Meister
read.
also makes contact. Able to read that now. And now Waterloo looking to go on the offensive again here. Gibb trying to make contact with the ball, or at the very least keep the pressure up. Doesn't look like that's going to stay for long now. MD22 send this over to Gorox Go. Gorox Go sending this off the ceiling. Meister going to be able to find that save.
And a couple double commits coming out here from OSU Scarlet already. They've yet to really pay the price for it, but just every once in a while they'll send two people up to the ball, and really not what you want to be doing here. Definitely a way for the Warriors to capitalize should they eventually find the opportunity.
Gorox Go up for this ball, looking for the air dribble in the net, but runs out of boost. Going to be an easy save there by Vortex to send that one away. But this ball remains on the OSU side for the moment. Looks like Meister now going to be able to pick this one up. But Gorox Go on the offensive here, and Waterloo really hasn't been giving OSU a lot of room here.
Not at all. You can see the ball, as soon as it finds its way even close to the halfway line, the Waterloo Warriors send it right back to the orange half of the pitch. Masseter here trying to find some sort of clear, but just yet to find any offensive sticking here. He's actually going to be able to find something.
Off the wall, over to Sleppy, and that is going to roll into the net slowly. The Buckeyes up now, 2-1, just over halfway through this game.
And yet again, Ohio State, as soon as they firmly get it on the blue side of the field, instantly able to capitalize on it. And even though it's been in their half for basically the entire game, save 15, 20 seconds maybe, they find themselves at the goal advantage sitting 2-1 halfway in.
We'll see if Waterloo can come up with a response here. Gorox Go going to send this over to MD22. Can't quite find the connection. Gibb going to get demoed by Vortex all the meanwhile. And that's going to be the end of that little offensive power for Waterloo now. On their heels at the moment. Vortex looking for the shot. Going to get challenged there by Gibb. But now another shot getting sent to the backboard. Ball's in front of Masseter.
All right, OSU on the offensive here. If they can keep it, no, Gorox Go is going to put it back to the other side. But really, what OSU is known for is their offensive prowess, setting up these passing plays and blasting these shots between members. So if they can get one of these prolonged offenses off, I have no doubt that they'll be able to get some. Oh, the close one.
Sleppy can't quite find that unexpected shot on goal to make it a 3-1 situation right now, but a minute and a half left in this game. OSU keeping up the offensive for the moment. Now Sleppy tries to send this one back, but Gorak's going to be able to clear this way and looks like starting to work with it forward. Gets read by Missetter there. Now over to Vortex. Gib, though, sticks with the ball for the moment and sends us over to the side.
Oh, Sleppy going for some fancy stuff. He's known to go for these ceiling shot flip resets, but not going in his favor that time. Of course, he's got room to kind of play around a little bit as they do sit 1 goal up, but they can't get too complacent. Here's a shot. Sleppy going to put that one in. Where was Waterloo Warriors on the defense? Just completely caught off a rotation, but a great pass from Masseter.
Great pass from Masseter and Vortex. The entire team getting involved in that play, and Sleppy just in the right spot and the right time to put that one away. OSU up 3-1 now with a minute left to go. We'll see if Waterloo can come up with a response here.
Yeah, a couple unconventional passes. You usually see them infield passes between members, not 2 shots rocketed off the wall, but what works, works, and OSU was able to put it in. As you said, they now find themselves at a 2-goal advantage, and it is in the Warriors' ability now to try to find some way back into this game.
I will say so far, I feel like as much as the aggression that we saw early and just able to find that save in a clutch moment there from MD22. But as I was saying, we haven't really seen a lot of shots on net from Waterloo so far in this match. As much as they were keeping up the aggression early in the game, they didn't get a lot right directly onto the net where they wanted to. We'll see if they can try to capitalize that here. Gib trying to find one, and it looks like that block is not going to be able to hold for long. MD22 going to be there to clean it up.
Yeah, well, you wanted them to make some shots. There they are. Gib puts a solid one on net right into the defender. Sleppy at an awkward angle, though. He just can't quite clear it. He saves it from the goal line at least, but it's just not enough. The offensive member is there, and Waterloo Warriors keep us at a 1-goal game.
15 seconds left to go here. Not impossible for Waterloo to come back, but they are quickly running out of time. Gib now sending it over the wall. Over there to MD22.
This is it!
Over to Gib!
Oh!
Can't quite put that one away as Sleppy's there for the save, but the ball is still up in the air. There is still potential. Like MD22 now going up for this. It looks like this is going to be an easy pick. No, not quite. The ball would hit the ground, and Ohio State going to take game 1 in this set.
Wow, in the first half of that game, I thought it was very clearly Ohio State favored, but
yeah. Sleppy there, putting the majority of the goals there. You know, again, just in the right place and the right time for the most part there. And, you know, on the whole, I mean, I guess Sleppy had the majority of shots, and that says the shots are even, but I don't know if I mean, sometimes computer algorithms can be right or wrong or, you know, slightly faltered, but
I got to say, though, that was an interesting game because in the first half of the game, Waterloo basically dominated the ball, but it was Ohio State finding the upper hand. They were able to get these quick just offensive plays. Once they had the ball, they were able to put it in the net, even though they didn't have it very often. The second half of the game was an entirely different story. Ohio State, once they had that lead, kind of felt a little bit complacent. Waterloo Warriors in the last 30 or so seconds kind of found a way back into that game, though. In the last 2-3 seconds there, they very easily could have put us into overtime. It was that close, and I think Waterloo really was able to put up a good fight in the second half of that game, and we should definitely have a good series here.
Yeah, just barely too little too late on the side of Waterloo. Now we'll see if they can come back in here again to take this game 2. This will be interesting here moving forward now as we start this next game off. Ball going to start on the blue side as Ohio State finds an early one off the kickoff.
Yeah, no need to go to last second crazy plays if you can just keep putting in these kickoff goals. Ohio State put in several of them in their first match. Sleppy already starting us off 4 seconds in with a kickoff goal of his own. Ohio State sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty indeed, but of course the match is far from over. Gib now trying to send one towards the net just high, but Gorak's though almost there to clean it up. The setter going to be able to send that one away for the moment now. And up in the corner, again, sending that one away. Giving up possession for the moment, perhaps. Of course, now the ball going back and forth here a little bit as Sleppy tries to come in for the shot. Not quite going to be able to find it for the moment. Ball just bouncing around a bunch. Oh, was about to drop right for the Ohio State goal, but they were able to clear it away.
Yeah, good read there from Masseter, but earlier in the play, actually, a misread on the side of Ohio State defense forced another member to go up for it prematurely, and it could have cost them the goal had Waterloo just been a little bit faster. So Ohio State defense looking good, but not great.
Looks like a double commit there on that shot there. As Mesetter tries to send that one in, but MD22 going to be able to clear that away back to the Ohio State half. We'll see if Mesetter, it looks like Mesetter and Vortex both going up for that one. Perhaps a slight miscommunication now. Go Rocks Go has the ball in their hands now, but looks like the Ohio State defense is on it. Looks for the pinch right in front of the net. No one there to capitalize at the moment for Waterloo.
Very awkward defense there from Ohio State. You saw one of them go for a back pass, but Vortex just wasn't expecting it. It ends up rolling in front of their net. Thankfully for them, the Warriors weren't expecting it either, so they weren't punished, but really not what you want to see if you're a Buckeye.
MD22 with a soft touch there at about midfield. Not going to be able to do much with it. Ball now going over Massetter's head. Able to get the defense holding for the moment. Vortex able to get back up for that last one. Excellent heads-up play just to pop that right on over the approaching Waterloo player's head now, but MD22 looking to find the shot. Gibb now sends one to the crossbar. Sleppy going to be able to find that away, even if that dip would have gone in. And we are now 2 minutes just about through this game, and Waterloo yet to find an answer so far.
And again, a number of smaller mistakes coming out from Ohio State. None of them were super glaring, as we saw earlier, but Warriors unable to really make use of any of them. They've got it back on the Ohio State half, though, and they're still looking to take their chance.
Looking to take their chance, and their chances they'll take right there. MD22, again, right spot at the right time, and a little bit of an awkward defensive play there. Just an excellent shot there. Sleppy not quite expecting it. And now Waterloo tying that game up.
Yeah, Sleppy was expecting a faster shot going towards the middle of the net. You saw him speed in there on the post, had to break and do a backflip just to be able to touch the ball. Unfortunately for him, that just wasn't enough to get it out of the net, and it will be Waterloo tying us up. Half the game's duration remaining means it's still anyone's game.
Anyone's game indeed, is now Waterloo keeping up the offensive for the moment. Gibb now starting to send one toward, trying to build some momentum. Can't quite find the shot, or gets blocked by Sleppy there. And Go Rocks Go! Can't quite find the connection there in order to send that one in the net. Mesetter gonna go ahead and send this the other way. MD22 there for the easy clear.
The Warriors doing a mid-game substitution of strategies here. Multiple bump attempts coming out simultaneously, and they actually connect on them. But Ohio State, they were able to buy enough time. Look at that bump. Ohio State picking up some of their own, and it's just turning into a brawl here in Game 2.
Starting to be a little physical now. 2 minutes left to go. Still a tie ball game now as Waterloo trying to do something interesting here with this ball. Can't quite seem to do so. Now Mesetter has control of the ball. Going to send that back the other direction. Gibb with a shot just wide here for Waterloo. Now trying to follow this back up. Go Rocks Go trying to also be there as well. Sleppy going to try to send this back towards the net. Can't quite find the connection. Is that last player there. And so now this ball, again, you know, we're seeing a lot of fantastic ideas, I feel like, from both of these teams, but neither one of them can fully connect on offense at the moment.
Yeah, they're both getting creative, that's for sure. But I'm not sure I want creative, especially on the Ohio State side. They're known for their solid plays, their good rotations, and their speed on the ball. So go back to that. Start passing the ball. Rely on your teammates. Stop going for these bumps or these air dribbles. Just go for what works, because you know it does.
Looks like Waterloo there trying to pinch it off the wall and be able to get that in front of the net just a little bit more for a prime shooting position. Can't quite seem to find that for the moment. Gibb now sending this one back up to the back wall, but that'll be easily swatted away by Vortex for the moment. MD22 now sends one up over Sleppy's head. MD22 puts in the shot to send Waterloo up one.
And again, Ohio State just caught with no semblance of an idea of what they're doing. You see the rotation there, just not quite there. Two members in net, but neither one of them is able to actually save that ball. Hesitancy and just miscommunication on the side of Ohio State, not what you want to see, especially with 40 seconds left.
Scarlet Buckeyes finding themselves down one, I think, perhaps for the first time this series. Of course, Game 2 right now. Sleppy tries to send that one away, and that's going to roll back into the hands of the Warriors. Demolition coming out here as now a little bit of chaos ensues. Sleppy sends this one up to the backboard. Can he find the double touch?
Sleppy
will find the double touch. 24 seconds left to go. Ties this game up for Ohio State.
I was thinking, oh man, it's unfortunate the Vortex doesn't have any boost. He could have gone for that ball. No worries. Sleppy's got it instead. He goes for the double touch. He puts it in. Warriors can't react, and they're going to equalize the game.
Again, 24 seconds left to go here. Will we see another nail-biter in overtime like we started to see in that Game 1? We'll see exactly what this one boils down to. Now Vortex trying to send this one towards the net. Almost back out to one of his teammates not quite going to be able to find that. Sleppy now keeps up the aggression. This ball rolling almost just in front of the net, but Gib there able to send that away, and it looks like this ball is just about to roll out to overtime. Indeed, with that block, we will reach overtime for the second game in a row between these two teams.
Oh, and I can't wait. A little bit of nervousness, but let's just call it excitement. 8 seconds into overtime here, and a single goal will determine whether or not we're at match point here in this best of 5.
Setter now sending this out to the wall, trying to make a connection with it. Will indeed. That's going to roll right to the corner, right in front of the Waterloo defense. That's going to be an easy block for them for the moment. Now ball rolling all the way to the other corner. Vortex there trying to scoop this away. Ball trying to come right on in front of this goal. You know, both these teams really trying to use the wall to their advantage right now. Sleppy going up for that ball now. Again, trying to dig this out, but can't quite seem to find that full connection. MD22 almost going for that shot there, but Ohio State going to be able to defend it for the moment. Gib now up for the ball. His turn. Can't quite seem to connect. Go Rocks Go sends it up on the backboard. MD22 can't quite find the connection as Messetter swats it away.
And small little thing there. Well, we'll see what Sleppy's doing. Oh, he's got a solo play going. No, it's going to be swatted away. But small little thing there is when MD sailed by the ball, he actually heard someone jump, so he assumed that someone was challenging the ball, which is why he just kind of sailed by it there and was unable to make anything happen. Unfortunately, the jump was somewhere else on the field. That's why perhaps they lost that momentum.
Minute and 20 seconds into this overtime so far. How long can this go on? We've yet to see. Might not have been for too terribly long. Sleppy sends one to the net, but Go Rocks Go. They're able to send it away. MD22 now able to pop it up and send this back to the midfield line. But we're starting to see this offensive come back for Ohio State. Go Rocks Go going to be able to send that back into the corner, but Vortex right there now trying to bounce this up, and Ohio State playing a little bit more conservatively there on that play. Don't want to let this get too far out of hand. Don't want to send everything in on overtime.
Both teams dialing up the offensive here, often making the mistake of leaving too many people on defense. We'll see if Go can make anything out of this, but no, he's not going to be able to find the counter attack. Both games really turning it up to 11 here as they try to find that last goal.
Here comes Gib looking for the shot. 50-50 challenge by Messetter will roll about neutral now as this ball starts to go into the orange corner. MD22 looking for the ball. That's just going to go right in the net. MD22 will put the dagger in. 2 minutes 16 in for overtime, and the Warriors taking game 2.
Yeah, and they do it in quite a fashion. 2 minutes of overtime, and a double commit to finish us off. Now, those are really interesting because typically in Rocket League, you never want to double commit. You send 2 people at the ball, that means you have 1 person there too many, right? In that case, that actually worked exactly in their benefit because the defender from Ohio State could not predict where the ball was going. He tried to dodge in front of the ball, but you can't dodge in front of 2 players' simultaneous shots. It ends up going in, and there's nothing he could do.
Right, exactly. So looking at some of these statistics here, looks like we had more shots generally coming out from the Ohio State side. Again, Sleppy trying to stay as that head aggressive and head striker, but MD22 sealing the deal, scoring all 3 of Waterloo's goals and coming up with that last one there in overtime, able to seal the deal. And now we've got a tie set. 1-1, of course, this is a best of 5. So the next team to win 2 games will take this match.
Oh boy, what a time it's going to be if the first 2 games are any indication of that. 2 games, 2 overtimes. It's going to be a good one. Now, Waterloo, especially in that second game, I mean, also in the first game, but they've really shown that throughout the course of the 5-minute match, or even 6 or 7 minutes, as we saw in this last one, they get progressively stronger. We saw that last match actually start off with a kickoff goal going in favor of Ohio State. To any other team, this would be pretty tilting. I mean, you can get around it, sure, but it just kind of sets you that much further back. Waterloo, as the game goes on, they just get stronger and stronger and stronger until they can eventually take it in overtime for the game 2.
Yeah, indeed. And so now we'll see how all these factors come into game 3 now. Looks like Waterloo's starting to come up with something here. Vortex going to be able to send that away now in the corner. Looking for something happening. Kind of a little bit of double click commit collision there coming in from the side of Ohio State. Sleppy now about to send that over the net. Go going to be able to clear that one away. Vortex keeps up the pressure. The setter can't quite find connection with that ball for the moment.
Yeah, risky 50-50 there for Waterloo, going right in front of their net. There's barely saved by Masseter, diving in front of his own goal. But some risky 50-50s being taken here by either team, of course. Not that they want to. Good bump from Masseter, but defense is really being put to the test on both teams here.
Looks like Ohio State still looking for that clear. Not able to find it quite yet as Go sends that one in the corner. Gibb goes over the ball there. Can't quite find the connection. And so now the ball falls in the hands of Masseter now. And we're starting to continue going forward here between these two teams. We'll see exactly how this continues to play out.
Defense being spread thin here from Ohio State. We saw a few problems with them at the beginning of game 2, but for the most part, it seems like they've shorted up. Just need to be a little bit quicker, especially on the rotations. But of course, as of now, they've yet to let any balls go in, and they're currently on the offensive.
Sleppy goes for the pinch. That falls right into MD22's hands. Look for the brilliant pass there for that 50. Going to send things into a little bit more of a neutral situation. Go flying after this ball now. Over now to Gibb. Gibb trying to find the second connection, but Masseter going to go ahead, send that one away. MD22 though, right place at the right time. That ball goes in.
Yeah, MD was in the right place at the right time, but the right place and the right time for every member of Ohio State, save maybe one, was right in their net, saving that shot. Where were they? These defensive rotations, Ohio State, you're falling back into the trap you fell into at the beginning of game 2. You have to get on top of this. You have to get better coordination, especially on defense. Otherwise, you're going to get scored on every single time.
Now, Waterloo looking for another one, but Sleppy finally able to send that one away. MD22 continues to keep up the pressure here for Waterloo. Go there now in the rotation. Gibb thinking about challenging this ball now as Ohio State starts to toy around with it. MD22 there for the clear. Sleppy can't quite find the connection at the moment. Now, ball rolling back in the blue half for the first time in quite a bit.
Oh.
Can Vortex find the shot? Doesn't matter. Masseter is there to go ahead and clean that one up.
A great demolition from Ohio State, showing their offensive prowess yet again, sends the Warriors into disarray. You see MD22 trying his best to save that shot, but it just wasn't his to save. It was the job of his dead teammates, and is unfortunately for the Warriors unable to do so.
Unfortunately unable to do so there now. Ties up the game now between these two teams as this ball rolls back into the blue half. Ohio State looking for another shot, but that's a double commit, and Sleppy following up not shortly after. Looks like here Waterloo kind of in a little bit of an awkward situation, caught off guard, trying to get this ball out and back on the orange half. We'll see exactly how this continues to pan out, how they continue to do so. MD22 looking for that touch off of the ceiling, but is going to get challenged for it. Looks like Masseter going up for this, and the bump almost comes in. Can't quite find it at the moment.
Not a bad touch, though, for Ohio State. Masseter did what he needed to do. He got in front of the ball, and he kept them on the offensive. And you still see here, they're still making shots, keeping up this pressure, still boost-starving their opponents.
2 minutes left to go now in this game for either team to come up with that advantage, which we really haven't seen much of so far here in this match. Very even. Now Masseter sending one towards the net. Go going to be there for the easy clear. Sleppy now trying to get something done here. Over to Gibb and back and forth. Here we are again in a little bit more of a slower long ball play. Something we kind of have seen in variable amounts here so far in this game. Go about to find that shot on the ball as it drops right down. And here comes another one from MD22. Not quite going to be able to connect with that one either. And not a powerful shot here. Sleppy now cleans that one up.
Multiple guillotines dropping on the net of Ohio State. Always scary when that happens, but they deal with it well. Perhaps a little too late than one would have liked, but they deal with it in just enough time to keep the ball out of their net, and they buy themselves some precious seconds.
Precious seconds here, all the more crucial as we get later into this game. Of course, we've got a minute left to go now between these two teams in game 3. Who's going to take that advantage and put themselves in the set point situation? We'll see here as MD22 starts to send one towards the net. Vortex is going to go ahead and back that one down for Sleppy now. Going up for the ball, a little bit far ahead of any of his teammates as Go able to clean that one up and send this off of the wall. Masseter trying to get something done, but it's Vortex coming up to try to get the clear on D22. Nice pinch off of the wall now as we continue to see this go back and forth on the right side.
Very slow game here it's turned into, as neither team has yet to realize that a single goal can put it to match point perhaps, but definitely in comparison to what we saw in the tail ends of game 1 and 2, a lot of slow plays being made, long booming clears, neither team really committing super hard on the offense.
8 seconds left to go here. We'll see if this ball times out. Go Rocks Go, trying to send this back to the orange net, but can't quite seem to find it. I imagine this ball's going to hit the ground shortly, and we're going to see another overtime situation. Double commit there from Ohio State. The ball stays up in the air. Go Rocks Go, unfortunately bumped out there by Mesetter. Now Mesetter starting to carry this, going to get demoed in the process. We're going to overtime.
That was actually a decent shot chance there from Go Rocks Go, but good on OSU. They bumped him out of the way before he's able to make it, perhaps saving them this game. But scary stuff off of that double commit.
And now overtime here, 1-1. Yet again, Mesetter going up for this. Now over to Sleppy, trying to drop this in front of the net. Can't quite seem to find it, as now Vortex is there to try to send this back, but MD22 looking for that longer clear. The ball falls back on the hands of Mesetter, looking for a little fancy flip reset play. Not going to be able to find it for the moment. Over to Gibb now as Sleppy starts to challenge. That ball is going to go just about neutral, back to the Ohio State corner.
That's a dangerous ball. It's a shot coming on the net, and there it is in the top half. Go Rocks Go is going to keep this game, or put this game away, as the Waterloo Warriors take us to game point.
An unfortunate touch by Mesetter there, pops it right on up in front of the goal. A real easy shot from point-blank range for a real fantastic player like Go Rocks Go to just go ahead and put that one away. Waterloo going up 2-1 in the set. They are now at set point in this match.
Yeah, and especially after the first win from Ohio State, you know, Waterloo is definitely showing that they have a fighting chance here in this game, now putting themselves in the match lead. But you said it, the unfortunate touch there from Masseter, putting it right in front of the net. Yes, that was an unfortunate touch, but it was also an unfortunate 50-50 that boomed it all the way across the field that made him make that touch in the first place. A couple bad hits, and just there's one in overtime again for Waterloo.
Yeah, Rocket League is one of those games that very quickly snowballs out of control. Like one or two small little misplays, and that could be a goal. So you have to be in the top of your game here on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, because if you mess up on offense, that can be a real quick and easy goal for the other team. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be an error in most cases. It can just be a 50-50 that goes a little bit more sour, like we saw in that last match, sending it all the way to the other side. So unfortunate there, but Waterloo now 1 game away from taking this match, going 2-1 in league play and dropping Ohio State to 1-1, but still potentially 2 more games to go for Ohio State.
Oh, I'm betting on a game 5 already.
Whoa.
I'm betting on it.
Bold move. I'm not much of a betting man, to be completely honest. So I'm not going to make that call, but hey, if you're confident in it,
I'm pretty
go right on
ahead. We've
ahead.
had 3 games. We've had 3 overtimes. It just keeps getting better. I see no world in which Ohio State doesn't change something this game. Their back's against the wall. They've got great coaching. They've got great players. They've got experience. They're going to find something. They're going to make it work. I guarantee we'll have a game 5. Mark my words. Clip this.
Clip this. You might regret that.
Don't at me.
I think we're going to be hopping right on into this game 4 here very shortly between these 2 teams. Again, an exciting one to watch so far. Going to continue to be an exciting one no matter how many games this goes to. Now as Go Rocks Go looks to win the kickoff here, but falls right in the hands of Mesetter, looking to do something fancy. Demo play coming out early. All right, that's fine. Now as the ball rolls to the orange side for the moment.
It's going to be Ohio State taking the first offensive. Unfortunately for them, they're unable to get a kickoff goal, but there's MD just putting it in. Ohio State yet again caught on the defense with nobody in net.
A little bit unfortunate there. 2 players right underneath the ball allows MD22 to send that one right directly into the net. Another early goal, this time going in favor of the Warriors.
And, you know, a timid man might think that I am now a little nervous as to my prediction, but no, I am steadfast. I am strong. Ohio State will take this one. Mark my words. Look at that clear from Sleppy. He's already working on it.
Ball going back and forth, long ways. Vortex getting that little bump onto Gibb. Go Rocks Go tries to put this one back on net, but Mesetter going to be there for the save. MD22 trying to keep up pressure now as Mesetter starts to try to send this back the other direction. Can't quite seem to do so. And really so far, again, we're seeing the ball end up a lot of the time on this orange Ohio State side. That pressured aggression staying true early in games for Waterloo.
Really fortunate spawn there for Waterloo. Of course, the only instance of RNG in Rocket League, and it worked in their favor, as the spawned player was put right in front of the ball, able to boom that one over to the other side.
Go Rocks go there now, trying to make a play happen here, but that goes over to Vortex, who actually, I think, switched over to the Dominus. I don't think he was playing the Dominus earlier. A little bit of card change. Might not hurt all of the time now.
It is the Dominus, though, so maybe it does hurt a little.
All right, then. MD22 can't quite seem to find the connection with that ball. Vortex going to send this back into the corner. Sleppy trying to put some work on it. Ooh, that bump coming in from MD22 on Masetter. Can't quite find that shot onto net now. Waterloo remains one up so far in this game. A little bit of a back pass. Has to be careful. Double commit coming in from Ohio State. They might not be able to capitalize off of this unless Vortex is careful here. MD22 going to be able to clear that one away. Back towards the net. Sleppy going to get the save.
Yeah, Ohio State really putting the foot to the pedal, or foot to the metal here. Pedal to the metal? That's the phrase. Third time's the charm. Anyway, really putting the pedal to the metal here on offense. They realize that they're a goal down. They're at match point. They've got to make something happen. Unfortunately for them, that does culminate in perhaps a double commit or an overstay on the offense. But I like to see it. I like to see the aggression. That's what they need to do. That's how they've always found the wins in the past.
Give now trying to send this over to Go Rocks Go, but Masetter going to be able to clear that one away. Going back to the other side, and MD22 going to get a save of his own out of that play. Go Rocks Go trying to clear this away, but over to the hands of Sleppy, trying to put some work in around this corner. Ball goes rolling towards the net. MD22 going to be able to send that to the other side now. Over Go Rocks Go's head. Sleppy tries to put a shot on that, not very powerful, and that is going to get blocked for the moment. 2 minutes left to go in this match now for Ohio State to come up with an answer.
Yeah, and I think that was actually the best shot opportunity Ohio State has had this entire game, is the one that Sleppy just put on. Unfortunately, he just couldn't find the power or the angle, but I think if he had found either of those, it definitely would have gone in.
Gibb looking for the shot, can't quite find it, just a touch wide now. And Waterloo again keeping up with this aggression. We'll see if Ohio State can come up with an answer on this play. 50 goes to the corner now, and that is going to be maybe a cleanup from Masetter. Nope, looks like MD22 going to be able to beat Masetter to the ball now. Sleppy has
Good
control.
fake.
Doesn't have any boost to work with, though, as the ball now rolls back to the middle. Masetter over to Vortex in the way, unfortunately. Great idea. Perhaps a little lacking in the execution.
Yeah, good idea, bad execution. Unfortunately, that's just one of those things you can't really plan on in your shot there, is your teammate who had just passed you the ball ending up blocking the shot. Very rarely does it happen, but man, when you see it, it hurts so much.
A minute left to go now in this game. Gibb trying to get something happening for Waterloo. They want to get another goal up. Ohio State has to score here at least one goal, preferably two here, to take the win on this game in order to stay alive in this series. Masetter able to get the save, but Gibb looking for the ball again, can't quite seem to connect. MD22 back over to the corner now, trying to get something out of this. Ball rolls in front of the net, but Sleppy going to be able to clear that one away. Back to this blue corner. Ohio State not quite approaching it. Sleppy actually with a pretty good read there. Now over to Masetter, looking for the connection off the backboard. Can't quite seem to find it now as Go Rocks Go gets in the way. Vortex backing up here to save this ball, but is going to get demoed. And so now has to wait a second in order to respawn. This is the chance, though. Masetter just can't quite seem to put that one past MD22.
Ohio State has been on offense basically this entire game, but they've got no goals to show for it. 5 seconds left. They've got to make something happen here or the series is over.
And it looks like there's no Ohio State players in the area, and this is, of course, the other side of the field. They have their work cut out for them here in order to take this game. Go Rocks Go for another demo on Sleppy. Vortex sends that one over to the other side, but can't quite seem to send it anywhere, and Waterloo going to go ahead and take that match.
Yeah, Waterloo is going to take the series 3-1, and as that ball was dribbling around there at the 0-second mark, I was really hoping that they'd be able to put it in to say I never doubted them, but unfortunately, well, I did doubt them. I'm sorry.
Well, and so much for that Game 5. That
it lives on in our hearts.
Right.
Yes.
Game 5 would have been fun to watch. But
just as any of the other 4 this series, they've all been fantastic games. Unfortunately, that last one there, the only one not to go to overtime, but really, you can't ask for a better series.
Precisely. And so Waterloo Warriors going to go ahead, take that match. Again, we are extremely early on in this CRL season. For those of you that aren't quite informed about the CRL format, we will have a regular season that consists of 15 games within the Eastern Conference. Both Ohio State teams are in the Eastern Conference. And there's also 16 teams in the Western Conference. They all play in a round-robin stage across a variety of different weeks. We are very early, only in week 1 right now of this season. So the Waterloo Warriors will advance to 2-1, and OSU Scarlet going to go down to 1-1. Our other team, our OSU Gray, is currently at 1-0 so far in their play for CRL. Hopefully, we will bring you so much more CRL matches. You'll be able to see Ohio State participate, not only our stream, but also the official CRL A and B streams. So we hope that you continue to tune in for more Rocket League action. Nighthawk, any final thoughts about that last match?
My boys, they're going to get it next time. There will be a Game 5, and Ohio State will take it. Mark my words, clip it, don't at me.
I mean, they still have 13 matches to play.
13 matches
for the regulation season.
And all 13 of them are going to go to a Game 5 with Ohio State winning. Mark my words. Okay, that might be a little tall there. But regardless, it should be a great season. We've seen both of these teams putting on some great effort here. Very evenly matched as well. Very close series, even though it was a 3-1. Very, very evenly matched. 3 overtimes. I can't wait to see what the rest of the conference has in store.
Can't wait to see what the rest of the conference has in store. Indeed, so much potential for upsets going either direction as we start to continue to follow this. We hope to bring more of that action to you in the future. But for now, I've been K-Bot. This has been Nighthawk, and we will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.